welcome to Qatar 365, the show that offers a unique look around Doha and the surrounding areas. I'm Miranda Ratti, and on this episode, we're going in search of some of Qatar's most adrenaline-fueled adventures. Coming up, we take to the ice with some indoor thrills, fly high with the country's first female microlight pilot, and make a splash in the mangroves. When the tide is high enough, there's no better way to see Qatar's mangroves than by kayak. An increasing number of thrill seekers are taking to the water in the hopes of spotting birds, enjoying nature, and catching a spectacular sunset. Al Thakira mangrove is one of the greenest places in Qatar, with lots of plant life that benefits from a quickly rising tide. If you look hard enough, you'll see plenty of fish and even some birds. And it's also the perfect location for aquasports, an outdoor camp that offers kayak and stand-up paddleboard tours.
We are one of the biggest forests for mangrove and one of the most beautiful places here in Qatar. We do a kayaking trip for the adults, also we do for the schools. We teach the kids about the mangrove, how this mangrove surviving in the salt water. Once they go inside, they will be connected with the nature and they will be listening to the music of nature.
But before the peace and serenity of spending time in the mangrove channels, visitors get a quick lesson on the art of kayaking.
Once we start the trip, we're gonna first have a briefing about kayaking. That's for most people who have not done kayaking, and maybe those who have done kayaking before and maybe have forgotten. You'll have your life jacket, and once you get to the kayaks, we'll go first to the mangroves. During the trip, you'll have a chance maybe to see the birds, some fish, some crabs. That's the marine lives in the water.
For 90 minutes, we're going to be kayaking through these mangrove channels as the sun starts to set. It's incredibly windy here, and we really are at the mercy of the elements and the natural environment. If the tide was low, this whole area would be completely dry. Right, are you ready for this? And we're off. Visitors are in double kayaks, while instructors have smaller, faster single boats. And with high wind speed, this trip is truly for the adventurous.
This is actually the second time we've been to do this kayaking tour, and it was really, really windy today, so it was really hard to paddle at some points, but I think it's just a great thing to do. It's one of my favourite things to do in Qatar, because you get to see the beautiful nature of the mangroves, you get to be outside, the weather is good apart from the wind, and it's a really, really fun thing to do, so I definitely recommend it.
Exploring the mangrove channels by boat can certainly be a workout, but it's also an excellent way to get in touch with nature and offers the chance to see another side to Qatar. What's more of an adrenaline rush than flying a microlight plane? Well, not much, except perhaps being the first Qatari woman to do so. I spoke to Reem Al-Kuthari for more insight into all the things she loves about flying high.
This year is my 10th year actually since I started with flying. 10 years back I did my first solo on this kind of aircraft, and actually it was here in Qatar. But then I decided to get the international license, so I traveled to the UK and I arranged with one of the best schools to get the license in 4 weeks. It was an intensive course, so it was really hard. There's no one else to ask because no one in Qatar did it before, so it was quite hard, but I enjoyed all the process.
And can you explain a little bit more about what an ultralight plane actually is?
All the aircrafts here in the hangar are light aircrafts, under 600 kg if we have two people, a pilot and a passenger. So they are light and sporty, that's why we call them sport aircrafts. And this is actually what I love about this, because it's still into sport, still into adventure.
It must be such an adrenaline rush. What is it that you love about flying? Is it the takeoff, the sights that you see? Tell us about that.
Wherever I fly my microlight, my paramotor, even paragliding, taking off from a mountain, that feeling is amazing. You should really feel it to believe it. With these gliders, it feels like you're the one who's flying it. It's exactly like how you control your hands. I can control my aircraft, so it feels like it's part of me. And the perspective from above, it's really different. It's amazing. It keeps you want to go up again and again. And at some point, like in my case now, whenever I walk on the ground, I always keep looking up, and I wish I'm there to see the view from above. What I love really about this air sports in particular, it's really connects you to the world, because you know many people all over the world, and they start to know about you and your culture, and you know it's like we get to know each other.
What advice would you give anyone hoping to get into ultralight aircrafts?
Well, actually, I think this is for both the people who's looking for adrenaline or whether they just want to go have fun and enjoy the view. It's actually both of these, and this is what I like about it. So when I fly, I would just go calm, just enjoy the view, have fun. Otherwise, if I want to go a bit, you know, crazy, I can go a bit, you know, do some steep turns, do some spirals with the paragliding. So it really satisfies both the desires. So I would really recommend it for two type of people. The one who wants to enjoy the view and to be in calm place, and the ones who wants to look for some adrenaline rush activity.
You've also piloted a plane in some rather unusual weather conditions. Tell us what it was like piloting in the snow.
I tried flying this microlight with a ski rather than wheels on the mountains. It was at very high altitude. We took off from around 7,000 or 8,000 feet. It was an amazing experience because I also had to learn skiing. I was skiing, but I have to get the level up because I have to ski to get to the airfield and ski back down to the resort. So it was a whole new experience, and it was amazing. So it was, you know, just a combination of ski and fly holiday. It was really nice seeing the mountains from above at really high altitude. We get very high above even the Mont Blanc, the highest peak in the Western Alps.
Qatar may have extreme summer temperatures, but that doesn't stop adventure seekers finding thrills indoors. Like here at one of the country's largest malls, Doha Festival City. Whether it's a flurry of feathers or snow, Scheherazade Ghafoor found out that some quests for fun are a lot colder than others.
Angry Birds World is the very first of its kind in the world. 17,500 square meters of pure entertainment to help forget the desert heat. Indoors, there is an array of attractions to choose from. Meet a mascot or ride a zipline. Experience laser games and exciting obstacles. Then there's an entire floor of trampolines.
The beauty about Angry Birds is a movie. So once you step into Angry Birds theme park here in Qatar, you will find yourself inside the movie. So you will have a lot more than 70 themed rides and attractions. You have the first indoor and outdoor go-kart track in Qatar. It's size of 250 meters. The idea came from Mr. Talal bin Mohammed bin Khalifa Al Atiyah. He's a chairman and owner of Leisure Qatar. His vision is to put Qatar on the international entertainment map.
When evening hits, or in the less warm months, the outdoor section is a sight to be seen, with all kinds of crazy adventures. If you fancy being flung 60 meters into the air in 1.5 seconds, there's always that option. But the G-force, certainly not for the faint-hearted.
And you don't necessarily have to be catapulted through the air for an adrenaline rush here. How about going down an indoor snow dune? And the best part, it's apparently good for all ages. Well, we'll see about that. Well, it certainly is. I made it.
And I wasn't the only one. It seemed to be quite a popular snowy ride.
I came here to have fun and spend more time with my family. It was kind of fun. I'm going to build the snowman next.
It's all about the thrills and the chills. The temperature here doesn't go above -4 degrees Celsius, so snow gear is a staple.
A lot of people miss home. This is a very big community of expats here in Qatar. So a lot of people link the experience with their hometowns. Other people during the summertime, they're like, this is our getaway. This is to go to a place whereby they run away from the heat and experience a unique, different, cool, with a lot of thrilling rides and attractions. There's something for everyone. There's moments to be created and memories to be cherished.
And after all the action-packed rides of the day, from reverse bungee slingshots and slides to icy fingers, a whirlwind of cool memories will stay with us too.
From snowy adventure parks to outdoor adrenaline sports, there's clearly no shortage of options for those looking for a bit of a thrill. And that's all we've got time for on this episode. But if you have any questions, just reach out via our hashtag Qatar365. Thanks for watching. Do check out euronews.com for more and join us again next time on Qatar365.